Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Edoggz Reviews. Today we're going to be doing a review of the Transformers Rise of the Beast Studio Series number 100 Deluxe Class Bumblebee. Allow me to take you on a spin around the box. We are going to talk about accessories, and then we're going to get into the transformation and some comparisons. So on your left, this is the box. This is how he's posed on the front of the box, and he's about to go into a fight there. These figures are for ages 8 and up on the bottom. On this side, we have a close picture of Bumblebee and his, what is those, green eyes? I'll say green eyes. On the back of the box, we have the robot mode here. We have 23 steps to put it into the vehicle mode there. We have a piece of scenery on the bottom. We'll get to that later. And on this side, we have Studio Series number 100 Deluxe Class down on the bottom. Transformers Rise of the Beast there. We have some product information on the bottom if you want to read that type of stuff. Now, normally I would do the bio, but it's way too long, and it involves the movie, so I'm not going to spoil that for you, ladies and gentlemen. So, the first piece of accessory we're going to get into is this little blade here, and some might want to call it a stinger or something like that, but it's a nice weapon. It's not painted in the front. I would like to have this like a silver color, but hey, that's just me. But you can plug this on two places. So on the side of Bumblebee, you have these two tabs there. There's a tab there, and then there's just two tabs there. You can put it on either side if you want. Right, so just plug them in, and you can have this going on, right? The second piece of accessory is this right here. I'm not exactly sure if this thing has a name, but it kind of looks like the transmission block underneath the car, and this is probably like the other half of it. And there will probably be like the shifters and stuff like that goes on the side. And this fits in his hand like so. And it also fits in another place, which I will show off later. And this is what the figure looks like up close. Basic black and yellow and silver. You got the nice eyes going there, and the mouth is fine. The ears don't move like in the movie. We have this side right here. The only gripe I have is the wheels, and that is because of the movie. They make the wheels disappear, but the wheels are there. You can't unsee it. So this is what it looks like from the back. This is what it looks like from the other side, and that is about it. So we're gonna bring this in, bring the stage in right like that. So prop them up. Now we do have some articulation here, so we just go through this real quick. So we're going to make that arm forward, and you want to push all the way back like that. That's standing up position, and you want to bring it all the way back this way. It bends at the elbow, a slight more than 90. I want to say it's 90. Let's just say it's 90. There's a little bit of give, but it's 90. We can go all the way out on the arm. There is a swivel just above the elbow. Everything else is locked into place. It's just molded into place right there. And then we have the legs, right? Go all the way up like that. And we can bring it down on the knee. But you may have to move some stuff out of the way. So that's as far as you're going to get on the knee right there. Just bring that down. Bring it out on the leg like that. Right? Oops. Leg popped off. It happens. It happens. So you have that wiggle room right there at the thigh. Right? You have articulation in the feet, so you have a rocker at the foot. and it does not move back and forth. So that's about it there. On this side, let's bring this arm up out of the way. You're not going to get too much room. It's going to block. It's going to hit into the window guard for the vehicle mode. That's about it. And then the lower leg, you can probably get about that part. And we have swivel at the feet. So you have, just want to mention that. Throw that in there. The head is on ball joint. You can swing this down around like that. So you can swing it around like this way. Up and down, you can do it. You can do it. Now, as the detail going on in the midsection, that kind of looks like the fan wheel or the fan belt wheel right here, and then down on the bottom, it kind of looks like the transmission block. All right, so we're gonna do some comparisons here, real quick, in a robot mode. Just see if we can get them standing straight. Shall we? Stand straight. All right, so we're gonna bring in Buzzberry Bumblebee. Let's brighten up that picture real nice. Right? Taller, a little taller than him. Right? And we have this side right here. Show that off. Grab this from the back. And then we have this from that side. Let's switch out Wheeljack. And let's bring in Jazz, which is also Studio Series figure. And that's how these two are going to look. Now, this is a representative of what Mirage may look like. Mirage could be slightly bigger than this, slightly wider than this, but this is probably in the ballpark. We won't know until November. So again, we're gonna do this one more time. We're gonna do it from the side like that, and from the back, and then from this side. And that's about it. The rest are going to be in vehicle mode, ladies and gents. Now, scenery. Let's talk about scenery. Right? Normally I don't like pulling this thing out, but you have the piece of scenery. That's from the movie. If you've seen it, you know exactly where it is. So you can put this on here, throw them in any pose you want, and you just leave them there. Right? So we're going to put this back together and set that off. So we're going to go into the transformation mode. Take these pieces off. Okay, so where to start? Where to start? Right? That's the question, right? So they want you to start with the feet and then work yourself up to the top. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going on inside leg. We have this panel right here, and you want to flip this back like that. It's going to open this cavity here. You want to turn this foot this way, and you want to bring the foot inside of this cavity. So you just bring it up like that. Now, before you go any further, you have to orientate this piece. I believe it's going to be this way, right? I may have to correct that. It may be upside down. So we're going to bring this in like that, right? So now this piece that I moved on down here, this piece right here, you want to turn it this way, right? And there's a groove right there that's going to fall into, right? My camera can't pick it up because of the color that's going on there. So you're going to have it like that. So I'll try to do it better on this side, right? So to go on inside of the thigh, let's move that back here. or inside the thigh, take this panel right here, open up that cavity. You want to turn it this way, that foot, and you want to bring that foot inside like so. And right now you want to turn this piece facing this way. All right, so the best way to do, actually the best way to do it, you want to focus on this piece right here, because that's what you need to do. So you want to turn it back that way, and then you want to plug this in like that. Easy. Let's turn it around, and you're going to have these two pegs on either side, one over here and there's one over there, and then there's two slots, and they interlock together. So there's another two back down here as well, and this one is going to be the harder one. This one is pretty easy on, easy going. So you just take the top one, you want to plug those two together first, and then you want to get into the back and click that together. This part is pretty good. So you want to take the backpack, bring this out. You want to get the windshield, bring this windshield out, and you want to click into place onto the hood of the car like that. And this piece right here, the hard top, it just comes together like that, like so. Now you want to unplug the chest, the upper chest from the waist. All right, sometimes you may unplug something else by mistake. You just unplug this, right? You want to make space for this piece that's about to pop up right now, and you just want to flip this in like so, just like that. And this piece is supposed to lock in. Sometimes it locks in, and sometimes it doesn't. Sorry about that. It's not in frame. Okay, so right here we could manage the doors. Let's manage the doors, right? So you take the arms and you want to bring them inside like so, like that. You want to turn like this way. We're getting this ready to go. Same thing opposite side. You want to bring the shoulder in, right, like that, and you want to turn like that, just to have it ready. You take these wheels right here, right, bring them in. You want to click it into place. Take this piece right here, bring it up, click that into place. Right, so these are good to go. We're not gonna lock the doors into place because we have to deal with this piece. But let's see if it's gonna work with us. Right, so we're gonna lock the doors just to see what happened, if it's gonna work with us, right? And this whole entire piece has to go through this piece. Now you have to make sure these two pieces are even across, or this will not fall into place. And that's the tricky part. See, it has to fall in a certain way. And if you don't, it's not gonna do anything for you. So there we go. We got it plugged in. That wasn't too bad. So we're going to take all of this, we're going to plug this in, prop that in, squeeze together. Now we're going to take care of these arms, and they plug into the side pieces. I believe there's a notch here that this falls into. Just do that. There's a notch right here, this silver notch right here, right there. And it's going to fall into this slot right there. Before we finish, we're going to take our accessories and we're going to plug this Stinger weapon. We're going to plug it in right there. This could be the exhaust section of the car. You take this piece right here and you want to plug it into this little tiny rectangle there. And there you have it. You have Bumblebee in his vehicle mode. And it is a 1977 Chevrolet Camaro Z28. It was produced between February 1970 through 1981. The type of car is a pony car, but it's pretty much better known as a muscle car. It's a two-door fastback coupe. Underneath the hood will lie a 5-liter V8 349.8 cubic engine, which can push 170 miles an hour. It's a 4-speed manual rear-wheel drive. It could do 0 to 60 in 8.7 seconds or 0 to 109.3 seconds. So we're going to take a spin around the vehicle, if you will. Right, so we're going to brighten up the picture. Going to take you on a spin. Right, they don't paint hubcaps anymore. They just leave them black now. This is what it looks like from the back. If this piece wasn't here, you can see the rear lights there. On this side, same thing. On the front, we have some detail here with the silver headlights here. We have the racing stripes down the top of the car. We have this reinforced roll bar here for the windshield. On the bottom, you have visible head syndrome there. You got the head arms there, but everything else, you know, kind of disappears. You have the I forgot what this part is. It's going to come to me. I'll come back to that. All right. I believe this is like the radiator. This is supposed to be the radiator section down here. So you have that. Now we're gonna do some comparisons, and what I like to do is give you an example what it may look like in 2024. So here is Ironhide. Ironhide is Studio Series. I'm using him as an example for Wheeljack from the movie, right? So this is probably in the ballpark of what, the size comparison he may be. So you have this from that side, right? There it is from this side. And we're going to do from the back. And that is about it. Now we're going to do 4 more. We got 4 more here. We have Masterpiece Bumblebee, which is the Volkswagen Beetle. He's a tangerine color. He's a more yellowish type color. So you have these two going on, right? From the back. Let's get it from the other side. All right, so now we're going to switch to the baddies from the movie. So we're going to move him over here, and they're going to bring in Nightbird. Let's bring in Nightbird. Now, Nightbird is a Buzzworthy Bumblebee Deluxe. Much smaller. This car should be bigger. But again, we're going to get a new one in 2024, somewhere around there. So this is how these two stacks up. And this is a Nissan Skyliner, I believe, from '94. Get off to the other side. I'm gonna have to get one of those turning tables, to be honest with you. All right, so we're gonna let's move Bumblebee over here. Let's bring in Voyager class battle trap. Add that comparison. That's where it's from front. Going to spin around the side. And we're going to do one last one. He might not be able to fit on here. We're going to bring in leader class. Scourge. Of course, he's going to be bigger. He's a truck. All right. And that's about it for that. So I'll put this back. Move this box. That's away. So we're gonna bring this back into the robot mode. So first we gotta get rid of this stinger sword. My word. Hold on, let me get. Okay. Back to where I was doing. We're gonna take this piece. We're gonna take this off. I'm gonna take my script. Put that away. You're not supposed to see that. So here we go. We're going to undo the doors. Let's do the doors first because it locks everything into place. Next, we're going to unlock the hood from the front of the car just to get it going. Got that out. Okay. And what you could do while you're here, take the headlights and you want to angle them like that. Angle that like that. So now we want to open up these doors, right? We're going to bring up the arms like so. We're going to bring them. You need to get inside of this panel right here where the wheel is. You're going to bring the arms out. It's going to click into place and bring it down on the shoulder. So you got to turn to where this is facing upwards, and then you bring it down on the shoulder like that. And you turn at the arm. Let's try that a little bit better. You want to bring this panel out where the wheel is. You want to bring it out on this armature here. It's going to click into place. You want to turn the shoulder so it's facing upwards, and you bring it down on the arm like that. So this is ready to go. Okay, spread that out. And you can take this piece and you can bring this down like that. Simple. And you want to click this piece right here, and you want to click it into these two holes that's in his waist. Just like that. And next we're going to separate the legs. And we're going to focus on the feet. So we have to bring the feet out like that. It's going to disengage all of this in the background. And you just bring it back, and you're going to orientate this this way like that, because you have this this piece right here, this piece of plastic right there facing down. You want to turn it backwards, of course, and you want to take this panel, this back panel, which is the rear of the car, and you just close it. Fix this up. Same thing on this side. You want to get in here, you want to bring down the foot. It's going to disengage all of that. You want to turn this piece downwards, and you want to face the foot forward, of course. Take this panel, click it into place. Now I did forget that it does have waist articulation, so let's throw that in right now. You can't get 360 degrees out of that. If you want to, it does pop off sometimes if you're not doing it we're supposed to be doing. All right, so that's in the wrong place. There we go. There we go. All right, so we're gonna fix this backpack. So we're gonna take the hard top, bring it down like this. You want to unclip the windshield / roll bar section, unclip it from the hood, bring it underneath, and you want to fold it down. Now you take your weapon, put it on either side, doesn't matter. So I'll put mine over here, like I always do. Take your gun. I wonder if this gun could have been like a shoulder weapon. I don't know. Right. And there you have Bumblebee back into his robot mode. Now we're going to do final comparison. We're going to bring in the rest of the team. Right. So we're going to bring in Scourge. Put him over there in the corner. Let's put the box back there. Let's bring in Battle Trap. Put him there. I'm out of focus for some reason. Why am I out of focus? Nightbird. Let's bring in some other people. Let's bring in Jazz. Stick him in the back. Actually, let's stick him over here. And yeah, Wheeljack there. And just gonna throw an eye at it. Just for laughs, you know. Okay. Bring this up a little bit. And there you have it. This has been a review on the Transformers Rise of the Beast Studio Series number 100 Deluxe Class Bumblebee. It's a neat figure. It's a neat figure. This is my first time having a Bumblebee from any of the movies, so it's a neat. I like the transformation of the feet. They made them disappear. When they can do that, it's 100% great. You know, it is. So, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. You will be helping me out. There are other figures I need to review. If you have any questions or comments down below, or any suggestions, you could also throw that in as well. So, for that being, I want to say thank you again, and I'll see you in the next video.